we decided to go with Bookshark, which I know no one that uses it and have zero prior experience with. But I really liked their philosophy of reading through history. So it comes with numerous read-alongs that you read out loud and then learn more about history and geography through those read-alongs. And it also has self-readers. So there's supposed to be books that are age appropriate for them to read in here as well. Wow, this looks like my binder from college. So my understanding is that they lay out the lesson plans pretty thoroughly for you, and normally I don't order these things because they're incredibly expensive, but we are actually part of the Inspired Homeschool Charter this year, so we got some funding for some of this curriculum, so I get to branch out a little and try something new. Also, the way Bookshark does its grade level verification is that they don't go by grade level, they go by age level. So they have a 2 and 3 year gap for the ages. So for example, this is level 1 and they have a level K for little guys, but level 1 goes from age 5 to age 7. And so our guys are 5 and 7. So I was able to use one grade level for both, and next year they'll be 6 and 8, which is level 2. So hopefully they can work through it together and I can just direct the activities to be a little more age appropriate as we do it. But then I only have to teach that one subject one time a day, which is nice. So this has this divided up into 36 weeks. It's almost like a teacher planner. I mean, that's what it is, but it's set up like a teacher planner. And dry erase markers. Not sure what those are for just yet, but we'll get there. Let's see. More paper. It's like packing season. So a lot of these are read aloud. Now, and I could have gone through and handpicked the books that we wanted, but because I have no experience with this company prior to this, I opted to just order all of the level 1 read through history books in a pack. So had I gone through it, I would have eliminated these 2 because we read these out loud last year. But it's never a bad thing to have a copy, right? So we have Little House in the Big Woods. Obviously you can talk about pioneers, log cabins, westward expansion, the 1800s, anything.
It's black.
I know, it's still going. Still going?
The
House at Pooh Corner. I feel like the Winnie the Pooh books, written in their original English format, are really challenging to read. So I would assume this is a read aloud book and not a child-led book. So we also have Beezus and Ramona. The Story of Dr. Dolittle. This would be a fun unit because you can touch on.
Can you see it, Mom? Thanks.
The 60s, 70s movie film. I can't remember when it was made. And then the newer ones with Eddie Murphy in them. No Children, No Pets. And some of these I'd never heard of. I don't have a reference for that one. Please and Thank You book.
Yeah.
The James Harriet Treasury for Children. This is really pretty. There's really nice illustrations in it. Yeah, so I must have tapped into the read aloud section first. Here's our workbook, which is the Intro to the World Cultures 4K. So it's kind of funny because, I mean, as you guys know, we traveled a lot in the last couple of years.
Yep, 2 years worth of traveling.
So some of this will be a little redundant. Like we do go over some Greek history and the gladiators and things like that. So that we will be touching on again. But at this age, they don't really retain dates, and I don't expect them to. So this is nice, though. You have the instructor's guide. It's always nice if someone helps you with lesson plans. Especially if you weren't a born teacher. I had to learn to do this. Yes, Rhodes.
And somebody helps you fly.
The llama who had no pajama.
Like a llama pajama.
Sort of. Johnny Appleseed. That's
Ooh,
always
I
a
love
fun
that one. The little elves make him drink the water. He sleeps for 100 years, I think.
No, that's Rick Van Winkle.
Oh.
You get to create a calendar. You get to color and create a world calendar, so that's fun. Then we have the Arnold Lobel Book of Mother Goose.
And a fine boy. Not Mother Goose, Mother Bruce. Wait, I got that book.
The timeline book. So this is a blank timeline from 5000 BC to present. And it really is. So you get to just write your dates in as you learn them, which is really cool. 3200 to 3100 BC. Look at that. That's cool. Huh. Okay, and then we have 20 and 10. A grain of rice. Here's a penny. The Light at Turn Rock. Dolphin Adventure. The Boxcar Children. I'm not sure which one it is. Well, this is book 1, but The Dolphin Treasure. Mary on Horseback, 3 Mountain Stories.
Just 3 mountain stories.
My Father's Dragon. The 100 Dresses.
Okay.
That one looks nice. I typically levitate towards Caldecott Award winners and Newbery Award winners. I don't know why, but I mean, obviously they won it for a reason. But sometimes I read books that have lots of awards and they don't do anything for me. But those 2 awards tend to be really good for us. Out of Darkness, the story of Louis Braille. So this is about being blind, Braille. Bless you. The Story of Exploration. This is an Usborne book.
Ooh, that looks like a good one, Mommy.
Yeah, that looks like something you would like, huh?
Yeah.
The Usborne Book of Wild Places, Mountains, Jungles, and Deserts.
I would like that too.
Living Long Ago.
I would like that too.
Yeah. And then we have Fun Tales.
I would like that too.
Yeah, it says Learn the Alphabet in Style.
I don't know if I like that because I think I already know my alphabet.
Yeah,
I already know the alphabet.
Usborne Children's Encyclopedia New Edition. So this will be nice. As Lux has been big into how things work and why they work and quick answers for really large questions. So
In history.
And history. You are? Thought you were the science guy. I'm okay if you like in history this year. That makes life a lot easier. And then here we have how to use your timeline figures intro to world cultures. So it tells you who to write in on that timeline. So they have Edmund Hillary climbs Everest in 1953. Perry reaches the North Pole in 1909. So things along those lines. Sacagawea, 1787 to 1812. Kubla Khan. Really interesting. There's stickers so you can put them above those places on your timeline. And then of course, any good history
A giant map.
and geography must have a global map and a US map. So this was the box that I was really worried about getting before school starts on Tuesday because I have no prior knowledge of the company at all.
$1,000 worth
So
of
I'm trying
stuff.
to read it and figure it out and look at their parent guide. And I mean, obviously they just want you to read your way through it and learn as you go and kind of pick things you want to learn about, but you don't. There's probably an underlying lesson they're trying to push. So if you don't know what that is, it makes it challenging. So there you have it. That's pretty exciting. We also got a bunch of our science stuff. We're focusing a lot on tree, seed, bark, tracks, scat, identification this year.
That's my school. I'm in second grade. Yay.
That's what Lex is doing this year primarily. Rhodes is also doing tree identification and tracking. Faye's also doing habitats and biomes and herbivores versus omnivores and all of that. And migration, we're going to touch on migration as well. So we've got tons of stuff, and we're doing it here in the hotel for now, for the next month. And it'll be good.